Hello, welcome to this Ronin Rescue Cast. We're here today to talk about a blog that we recently published on the Ronin Rescue website entitled, Are We Being Over Redundant? We wrote this blog because we kept hearing statements such as, redundant systems are not needed. And while it's true that when you look at the dictionary definition of the term redundant, the first definition listed is something not needed, it's the third definition in the dictionary that we are interested in as rope practitioners. And that's the one that talks about duplicate systems that are there so that failure of one system won't lead to catastrophic failure. In engineering, they further break this down into parallel redundant, backup redundant, and fail-safe systems. And so what we want to do today is demonstrate what each of those terms looks like in a rope rescue context. Here we have an example of a parallel redundant rope system, also referred to as a two-tension rope system. In this case, we're using a pair of CMC clutch control devices. When you use identical control devices, some people refer to this as a mirrored system. You don't have to use identical control devices. You can use two different control devices, as long as each of those devices is able to assume full control of the load in case we lose a component or the rope on the other side of the system. We refer to this as a parallel system because both sides are going to be under tension, loaded, and they're going to be operated simultaneously, so therefore operating in parallel. Here we have a backup redundant system. In this case, we're using CMC clutch and a Petzl ASAP. A backup redundant system is where one of the ropes, here the red rope, is seeing 100% of the load, and the blue rope and its control device are in an unloaded standby or backup mode. If we lose a component or the loaded rope, the unloaded rope assumes the full load and its control device engages. There's a number of devices we can use as the control device on the backup side of the system. There's a whole slate of rope access style backup devices. The tandem Prussic belay is a classic example of a backup redundant control device. We can also use devices that would be operable post-transition, such as an NPD operated in its belay mode, or a 540 that has an emergency lowering lever. Here we have a double clutch system. We've got two CMC clutches, and each clutch has an ASAP in series. The ASAPs, in this case, are not providing any kind of redundancy. We already have a parallel redundant system between the red rope and the blue rope. The clutches, even though they are a hands-free and panic stop device, it is possible for an operator to hold the handles open and allow a load to run freely through the device, and that's when the ASAPs will engage. Therefore, the ASAPs here are providing a fail-safe for an inattentive operator on these devices. These are just a few examples of the many different ways to assemble these systems. We as rope practitioners need to understand the difference between parallel redundant, backup redundant, and fail-safe systems. For more information, please refer to the blog posted on the media page of Ronin Rescue's website. Once again, I'm Kevin Ristow, and thank you for watching this Ronin Rescue clip.